what skills are sticking with you that you can point back to and say, oh yeah, I learned that playing soccer or playing sports?
Yeah, there's honestly too many to count, but a couple that stick out to me, and they're not actually that typical or ordinary. Is the first one is really just not over identifying with my work. I think you have think huge things like work and sports, and for me, I think I over identified with my sport way too much at certain points, and it didn't serve me well. um, and I think the same challenge can go for work, especially the same kind of grind basically is and sometimes it can kind of take over your life in ways that you don't want it to, and during your off time you kind of find yourself gravitating towards thoughts or even just going towards your work, and the same thing would happen for me with soccer. It would be not easy for me to sometimes relax and my mind would just be going. So now I make sure that I kind of have hobbies and other things that I can do in that off time to make it easier to reset when I come back to work, and be in a better mental space. So that's one thing I definitely learned from sports. Discipline. I mean, time management is the obvious one. I think that I think I've always been pretty good with time management. But I mean, when you're balancing at college, when it's school and then you're going to practice, and then sometimes you have night class, you got film, you have lifts, you have projects, labs, and then you have social life too. So there's just a ton of balancing that you have to do, and working out that balance is so important to your happiness. Again, kind of ties in with over identifying with whatever you're doing, but I think at this point I've found a good balance and I have a good schedule, and I think I have sports kind of to thank for that, and my experience at Georgetown in particular. So yeah, those are a couple things for sure.